let me just let you know that I use this on my adult acne. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to go over some things that I just cannot live without on Amazon. I was placing an order and I was like, I feel like I should tell everyone about these things and how much I love them, and I use them so often that I just kind of forget because they've become a part of my everyday life. And so if you're new here, my name's Pam. I'm addicted to shopping, but it's for a good cause because I'm here to give you advice on everything that I love and hopefully make your purchasing decisions a little easier. And give this video a like, subscribe, and let's get started with my top 10 Amazon purchases. So the first thing I want to talk about is this Rada Tea Tree Oil. Now this bottle comes in 4 ounces, which I feel like is quite a bit. Basically it says that it's for cleansing and purifying, and it's super invigorating, and you can put it into like baths. It is really strong, it's very potent, and so what I do is I dilute the tip of a cotton swab with water, and then I put a little bit of the tea tree oil on, and I just like spot treat where I feel like I'm having a lot of acne. And depending on where I am on my cycle, I break out here quite a bit and on my cheeks, and that's really like where I break out. I don't really break out on my T-zone, but this pretty much zaps things immediately. It's been a lifesaver. The smell is very intense, and so once you get past that, it's a really great product, and I couldn't be happier. And this Rada brand has so many different types of oils that you can choose from, so I want to try to get some other ones like peppermint or whatever, just to kind of dabble. I feel like these are more affordable than other essential oils that sometimes independent distributors sell, and it has like amazing reviews, so that's kind of why I went with it. And so far I've been really happy, and anything that kills my acne is a friend of mine. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is the Health and Beauty Astec Secret Indian Healing Clay. Now I've seen this on Amazon before, and I was honestly just like kind of skeptical. Like I was like, there's no way this thing works. And it's $11, which I think is bizarre, but it has like almost 13,000 reviews, which is just crazy. And so I was hesitant to order it still because I was like, yeah, right, I don't know. I mean, it has so many reviews. I know people use it, but I just wanted to really like see someone that I knew in person use it and kind of check out their skin. And then this last weekend, I had a bridal party, and one of the bridesmaids had impeccable skin, and I was like, you're a mom, and she just had a newborn, and she's super busy, and you could tell she just like didn't really have a lot of time for herself, but she had amazing skin. And I was doing her makeup, and I was like, you know, how are you? And oh my god, your skin is beautiful, like I have to tell you that. And she was like, I use the Astec Secret Clay or whatever. And online the reviews said to use it with apple cider vinegar, not water, and that's actually what she does as well. And I tried it once, and I definitely felt like my skin was very tight and glowy and clean afterwards. It takes a lot longer. Like I think the package says like to let it dry for like 5 to 10 minutes. It definitely takes 30 to 35, so it's something that you would do when you just want to pop a mask on, catch up on your favorite shows, read a book. I mean, when you really just have like downtime. But yeah, and it gets really tight and it feels really good. And some people say they experience redness afterwards. I don't really feel like I noticed that, and maybe that's just because of my skin tone and it's kind of deep. But yeah, I really love this, and I think that this is absolutely worth a try. It's a really great stocking stuffer with Christmas coming up because it's $11, and you get quite a bit of product. It's very full, and you can buy a brush through Amazon as well, or you can just use a makeup brush that you don't use anymore or whatever it is. But yeah, brush it on evenly, let it dry, and it will do its magic. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is a Jade Roller. So this is kind of a newer trend in beauty, and I was honestly very skeptical, but basically it is jade, and you roll it on your face. I'm not going to do it now because I've got my mask on, but you roll it on your face, and you can use the smaller area for underneath your eyes, and it's to depuff, to move lymphatic fluid around, and to basically just prep your skin for your makeup. Now, I have puffy skin. Like if I eat too much salt, if I drink too much sugar, if I haven't gotten enough sleep, I definitely wake up and my face is definitely puffier. Like you can tell what I did the day before, the day after. Like having this to go in and really just like move things around kind of just wakes up the face and reinvigorates everything, but it's also really refreshing because you can keep it in your freezer and it's super cool. So anything that's cold is going to constrict the blood vessels and just really tighten everything up, and so I really love this for those times where I just feel really puffy and just really just not my best. This kind of goes in and helps me look a little bit less like a blowfish. So now this is probably the most random thing you could buy on Amazon, but I cannot do this video without talking about this. This is Glamor Washer. It's called Diva Glamor Wash. Now this is I think it is a 4-ounce bottle. I just bought the smallest amount because I've heard such amazing things about this, and then I was like, let me just get a tiny little bottle and actually see if I like the fragrance, because I'm very specific about smells and I didn't want to like wash my sheets or wash my towels in something and then gag every single time I used it. But I have to tell you guys that this is amazing. I washed my sheets in it and it was like heaven. Like I didn't want to get out of bed because it was just like the most fresh, slightly floral, slightly like foresty fragrance. I don't know. I love this fragrance so much. And I didn't even tell my husband that I was going to wash the sheets in this, and I did. And he got into bed at night and he was like, oh my gosh, this sheet smells so good. And I was like, yeah, it's the Diva Glamor Wash. So now that I've gone through my first batch of this little bottle, I'm actually going to go in and invest in the bigger one. But I'm going to link to this little one just so that you can get it and try it and see if you like it. But yeah, I am super pleased with this. I now I want to wash everything, like all my clothes in it, because I want everything to smell this way. It says that it is overflowing with delicious fruits and rich florals, with a hint of amber, which yeah, I absolutely do smell that. But yeah, I don't think it's as floral as it is more amber. You just give it a little shake before you use it and your laundry will smell like actual heaven. Okay, so moving on to the next item. I sleep with the sleep mask. I think these are adorable, but I also think they're super functional. There's a lot of light that comes into my bedroom. I don't have blackout curtains. I don't want them either because I struggle with waking up in the morning, but there are times whenever I need to sleep because I have an odd schedule. Like when I do makeup and I have a bride and she needs to be ready for a 7 a.m. ceremony, I start her at 1:30 or 2 in the morning. Now that means that I need to go to bed at like, I don't know, 7, 6 sometimes. And so I really need to like set the mood and shut my body down. And so sometimes that involves popping one of these on. Basically what it does is it blocks out the light, but more than anything, it just kind of, it sounds really creepy and weird, but it kind of forces you to keep your eyes closed because you've got like a little bit of weight on them. And so it makes you fall into like a deeper sleeper. It just calms you down more. And I just went with this one because it's super affordable and it's just really plain. And I wanted something with a little bit of like a girly accent on it, but I didn't want like beads or anything. And so yeah. Okay, so while we're talking about sleep items, I know that this is like not a new item at all, but I found mine for really cheap, so I wanted to share with you guys. I have a mermaid blanket and it's just totally black. And it is like a really nice thick knit. And so I had seen these all over the internet and I saw some for like upwards of $45 and I was like, that's bizarre, I'm never gonna pay that much. I knew I wanted a black one because I wanted it to match my sleep mask, which yes, I coordinate my sleep stuff, but yeah, I wanted the blanket to match the sleep mask and I found this one online for $6 and it's on Prime. And so I just really love it because I feel like to get the best like vegging out situation, you need to have a blanket, you need to have something to drink, you need to have your show on Netflix, like, and I love this because my feet are always really cold. And it's an adult size mermaid blanket. It was $6 and it's actually really nice quality. Okay, so moving on to travel items. This is just a standard every single day shoe bag. Now I know this is really silly, but really I like shoe bags to travel with because I don't want my shoes touching everything else. And it really grosses me out to have like the bottom of my shoes up against my clothes, especially when I'm traveling. I just don't want to have to worry about like dirt or anything transferring onto clothes that I probably just got dry cleaned. I went with these because they're black, and again, I just love everything to be really uniform. I love the idea of having whites and creams, but honestly, I'm such a mess that I just can't trust myself with anything light colored like that, and so black works the best for me. And I love this because it has a clear little window so you can actually see what pair of shoes you have. But I also love this because my shoes or my heels aren't going to take up this whole thing. And so this gives me enough space to actually slip in socks, underwear, jewelry pouches, anything extra that's little that I just don't want running around in my suitcase. This is actually really nice for that. So if I'm going to an event, I'll have my garment bag and that'll be in my suitcase and whatnot, and I'll have my clothes in there, but then I'll have shoes and I'll stick my strapless bra, my earrings, shoe pads, any little small items that I want with this, so that when I'm getting dressed, all I have to do is take out the outfit that I'm gonna wear and then this shoe bag, and everything just feels so much more organized. Okay, so I don't know if anyone's ever heard of these or seen these, and I actually don't even know what it's called, but I just know that it's for your back. And I was super skeptical about this because I was like, how is this gonna help relieve back pain, or how is this gonna massage you? It's such a weird shape, but I cannot live without this thing now. A lot of knots in my back all through my shoulders, and I get a lot of shoulder and back pain from hunching over and doing makeup or typing or whatever it is that I do. I just always carry a lot of tension in my back and my neck. This is a really firm little squishy, I don't know, we're gonna call this a pod at the end of this. And basically I can just go in on my back and isolate the pressure of where I'm applying it and just like work out a knot. And it has changed my life. Like, I feel so much better. I feel so much less tension. I don't have as many knots all through here, and I can sleep better at night because of this thing. You can actually push this down and twist it to rotate. the shape if you want it to be more like lateral, and just work on your back with 2 of these little pods simultaneously if you want. And it's super skinny, and so I can just like slide this onto my rack in my closet and it stays out of the way, but I keep it actually by my bed because I just like to go through a little bit before I go to bed and just like massage. And anyways, yeah, so random. I was like, what is this thing? But now I can't live without it, and I got it on Amazon. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is this tiny little humidifier. So humidifiers are obviously like not a new thing, but I do like them because they really help with my dry skin in the winter. So I notice lately when I go to bed at night, I typically shower before I go to bed, and so I'll moisturize and everything and I'll get into bed. But when I get up in the morning, because it's so cold or because my heater's been on all night, my skin is just parched. And so kind of having this on before I go to bed has just really helped my skin retain its moisture. And you can plug it in. It has like a feature where you can like pick what color you want the light to be, and it's like blue and pink and purple and green and all these fun colors, or you can just not have a light at all. But what I like about it is that you can put water in it, or you can actually put a few drops of whatever essential oil you want. So I can put a little bit of the Rada Tea Tree Oil if I want the room to smell more like a spa, or I can put more of like a lavender one if I want it to smell more feminine and calming. And I like it because it's super small and it just fits right on my nightstand, and it's white, so it matches I'm in my bedroom right now and it matches everything in here. And the most important thing that I wanted was something that was just really little, so that whenever I had guests come over and whatnot, I can just tuck it away. I used to have a bigger humidifier that just took up so much more space and made so much more noise, and this one's just the perfect solution for small spaces. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to talk about is obviously nothing new. You've probably seen this in some of my blogs too, but it's basically just this little tripod. Now there's a more expensive tripod by the brand Joby, and obviously I want that one because it's a nicer one, but in the meantime this one's a little more affordable and it almost gets the same thing done. So basically these legs bend and I can grip my vlogging camera or my any other camera I want that has a port for a tripod insertion onto anything. So sometimes when I vlog and I'm in my bathroom, this is actually just like this and like bent into this really weird irregular shape onto my like rack where my towel would go, and that's what's propping up my camera. But what I like about it for everyone else, even if you're not a vlogger, is that you can actually put your cell phone on it in this little insertion right here. So it comes with this little piece and you can stretch this out, put your cell phone in horizontally and watch your show while you're doing your makeup, while you're cooking. If you want to be hands-free while you're FaceTiming someone, then this is something that you absolutely need. It's super lightweight too, so you can actually stick it in your purse if you wanted. Yeah, it's made watching my shows while I do my makeup and hair super easy. So that is it, you guys, for everything that I cannot live without on Amazon. If you are watching this video and you stayed until the end, I'm going to do a giveaway, and I'm going to give away 3 of these Astec Healing Clay face masks. So all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, and share this video on your Facebook. I'm gonna probably run the giveaway for about a week, but I'll keep you posted on my social media just so you know when it's over. And in the meantime, subscribe to my channel, share your video on Facebook, and follow me on Instagram. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. I'm gonna link everything into the description box so you can see exactly how much everything was, and you can read other people's reviews too and see if you actually like it. I will talk to you next time. Bye. Stayed until the end. You are capable. Then you are smart. Clay face masks. You enter yourself into, and in the meantime, like I'm gonna link everything on